Maniacs. Welcome back to Building Character here at Game Trade Media at Origins in Columbus, Ohio. I've got a couple guests with me at the table today. We've got Will and Jake over there. You've seen Jake recently.
Yeah.
Hi, Will. And Will, who are you with?
I work for a company called Green Ronin Publishing.
Okay.
We are best known for the Age system, which started with Dragon Age based on the super awesome video game. And we've iterated a couple different times, and we just recently brought that system into the world of the Expanse, which is a super awesome space opera novel series by James S.A. Corey, and also a television show on Amazon Prime.
Okay, nice. And the Expanse, as far as the characters go, what and the whole history of that story arc, what are we looking at? What's going on in the universe?
So in the Expanse, it is far enough in the future that we have started to colonize planets or Mars, and now we're getting out to the outer planets, and we have people living in on asteroid belts and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's a very hostile environment. Because obviously they don't have their own like air or water,
Sure.
And so they have to be shipped water, and they have to recycle it, and everybody has water rations.
Okay.
So it's a very oppressive place to live.
Okay.
And while Earth and Mars are sort of head-to-head with one another, Earth is run by the UN. Mars has created its own congressional republic, and the point in the story of the first book and in the first season of the show, everybody is kind of at a Cold War, like who's going to do the first thing. Everybody's super mad at each other,
Right.
but haven't quite done it yet.
Okay.
Which is where, if you pick up the core book of our RPG, which you can see Rick's copy here, that's where that takes place.
Okay.
And in the book, there's this water hauler that gets destroyed, and that kind of sets off the chain reaction of the events that happen in the first book.
All right, perfect. So the first thing it says, so we're going to build characters in this universe, the Expanse verse. And the first thing it says is we need to come up with a concept.
Mm-hmm.
So it says come up with a type of character you want to play, you're interested in playing. You may want to read through the options in this and the following chapters for a sense of range of characters. I think we might want to come back to that.
Okay.
Because I feel like our stat line is going to kind of dictate maybe what we want to be.
Sure.
What do you think?
Yeah. So that's normally how I like to build characters. Is I want to know what I'm getting into first. I want to know, like I might have like a loose idea of the personality, right?
Okay.
Maybe some quirks or social cues.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to see the stats first so that I can kind of get more detailed
Sure.
with my character and bring their personality to life that way.
And Jake, how familiar are you with not the system, but the show?
The show, yeah, this much.
Okay,
Awesome.
Yeah, I was looking at the different races, and like one of the coolest things is they show you the difference between the three sort of areas you can be from. So you were talking like the belters.
Yep.
So the belters give you stuff like your native gravity is microgravity. Belters are most comfortable on the float and handle moving in free fall easily. You automatically have dexterity, free fall focus. Conversely, Earth normal gravity is crushingly heavy for a belter. They also get their own sort of lingo. They get the belter Creole, and they get that as a standard thing.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like an Earther. Earthers typically have greater muscle and bone density, being raised in a gravity well, making them shorter, more broadly built than belters or even native-born Martians. But in space, they need regular exercise and medical treatments to avoid muscle atrophy because they're not used to that. And then, like, if you remember the MCRN,
right?
Or MCR, I should say. You are from Mars, so your native low gravity is low. So you can function on Earth and you can function in zero gravity, but you're more comfortable in microgravity than Earthers, but maybe not as much as belters. Which I always love that they get into that, like the nuts and bolts stuff, and you're like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Well, you kind of have to, right? With something as big as with something as expansive as the Expanse.
Nice, well done.
Gold star. In the setting, right? There's adventures that you can have that can take place on Earth or in a ship, or in the stations, right?
Right.
And so we of course put thought into like, well, if your character is from Earth, you're gonna have some difficulty adjusting.
Right.
Right. So Steve Kenson, who put a lot of love and time and thought into designing this, really got into some of the more mathy, crunchy bits and put it into digestible segments like the microgravity mechanics that you're talking about here, even to the point that before we went to print, before this all got put together, we had this big conversation in our company chat about how many hours does it take to fly from one planet to another, right? Given
It's a long time.
Given how fast the ships are going, given burning at 3G, that all that kind of thing. And so we had to put a spreadsheet together of, okay, well, if you're on Earth and you want to go to Saturn, right, and you're burning so fast, how long does that take? So we have this huge spreadsheet that got put into a pretty looking table in this book that we all had to go over and double check everybody's work just to make sure that it was accurate.
Okay.
Wow.
So what I would say, just to kind of put people at ease, is after looking through this, after hearing that, you're like, oh God, math. Like it's put together very user friendly. You'll be able to read through this, learn the rules really quick.
Yeah.
Even looking at like the different social classes and the class types and all the different things you can do and your backgrounds. It's super fun, and it looks really. I don't want to say Franken character, but what I mean is like you can take the pieces that you want and build the character that you want.
Exactly.
Or there's a mechanic that's built in where you can randomize everything. So if you don't want to do anything, you just want to just spot gen your character, you can do that.
Right. And so we did all the crunchy math for you.
Nice.
So that we put it in a pretty looking table so that it's just easy for you to consume however you want.
See, kids, stay in school. Math matters.
Math matters.
Math is not a bad thing. All right, so we also have some character references that we're going to use for the characters that we're each going to make. So I've got this big, giant-like looking guy right here. And then Will has this, 80s rock and roller hairdo looking guy with
I'm here
with
for
a
the
rifle. It looks amazing. And then
that's
Jake,
all I care about.
Jake has got
Jimmy Lunch Pail over there.
Yeah, it looks like someone that's going to be just working on the ships, like
space mechanic.
Yeah, he's our little space mechanic, and he's going to be all about.
I am not on camera, whatever that is.
There he is.
There we go.
There's
me floating through space.
Yep.
Belta.
Pew,
Belter.
pew, pew, pew.
I feel like you are a belter.
I'd probably go Martian. That's my.
So let's go ahead and real quick and get right into our stat rolls.
All right.
So how do you like to do the stats? Because I'll tell you how I do after. I want to hear what you like to do first. Okay.
Are we about to fight about this?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to roll blind for all of them.
Dang.
I'm going to write them down and then assign them to an ability later.
Okay, so he's going to do that. I'm going to do it where I'm going to roll it, and it's going to go straight down the line. Whatever I get is what I get.
Kids, I don't recommend
rude.
that.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's not how I do it.
If that's what makes you happy,
it does.
Then that's what the age system is all about, right? So there you go.
We're each going to roll our first stat, and we'll pass them over. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll the 3 dice, add them together, but that's not really your stat.
Right. I'm assuming there's like a bump or something based on your
stat here. So if let's say I roll right here, I got 13, so I'm going to have a 2 in accuracy.
Okay.
So that's what my accuracy is.
There's a conversion chart for those of you who can't see the book.
But I'm just going to write it underneath accuracy because there's going to be some modifiers to those things as well. All right, so I got a 2 for accuracy.
I'm rolling all mine, and then I'll go through the chart and
we'll
convert.
let Jake do his as well.
Sure.
I got 12, which is another 2 for communication.
There you go, Jake.
Oh, you only need 3?
7.
No, go ahead.
11.
We're swapping.
Is a 1.
Swapsies.
Sweet.
For constitution.
You gotta turn the pin on.
Yeah, it's high-tech device.
Is a 2.
All right.
9. 10,
not as good.
14
Another 11.
Is a 2.
All right, you take over.
11 is a 1. 14 is
These
a
are
2.
not great. These are not great at all.
You're like, I'm apparently a belter trash man. Wow, that is a horrendous roll right there.
I am doing terribly.
Oh. 6.
What are you?
is a
I'm a
0.
medical test dummy.
Yeah.
How many stats do we need?
Here we go. I'm done.
There you go.
So
Here, do those.
I got lots of 2s.
There you go. It's all right.
What did you say, Jake?
Huh?
What did
Oh,
you
I
say?
said how many do
that's
we need?
good.
How many stats do we need?
Oh, 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not great.
That last one,
It makes up for this 5 that I
it
rolled.
really does.
All right. So convert for me.
All right, so 13
is
is
a
a 2.
One more.
A 10 is a 0 or a 1.
A 1 and a 9.
1. A 9 is a 1.
And an 8
8
is
is a 0. 11 is a 1.
A
5
5.
is a negative 1.
All right.
A 12 is a 2.
And a
15 is a 3. So you're exceptional at one thing.
All right. Now we got to figure out what it is. All right, hairdo fella.
So, Rick, I got most of those off his.
All right.
I only need a couple. What's a 7?
A 7 is a 0.
Okay. What's a 10?
A 1.
13?
13 is a 2.
14.
And a 14 is a 2.
Cool. Lots of 2s.
I feel like he's very pretty.
Ooh, okay.
Right, because the hairdo is what attracted me to him.
But he
Right.
can only do that hair in 0 gravity.
Oh, man.
No, I'm pretty sure that the beautiful hair defies gravity. Like
Okay, all right.
that's a storytelling
Okay.
rule.
All right, it's a storytelling mechanic.
Yeah. Just added that into the rule book. Let me just write
quick
that
edit.
into
This
the.
hasn't gone
Yeah.
to print yet, right? You can just.
No, it is here. It is in retail. Okay, so I think my 3 is gonna go. I think it's got to go into communication because he's pretty, right?
Yeah.
So
So communication covers social skills and generally making friends and influencing others,
mhm.
which is really cool.
Really cool. So my -1 is.
Maybe
Should I be dumb and pretty?
That's what I was thinking.
Dumb and pretty.
Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah. Well, look at the hair. You have to be able to flip that hair like, guys.
We're literally going to be the comedy show
Yeah.
characters for Expanse. If they ever did all right, this is real grim, dark, and
Yo,
and
the
serious.
episode that's directed by Mel Brooks, like the
Yeah,
one episode.
yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna be
no.
like, we're that crew that nobody wants to work with. It's
Uh-huh.
like,
Oh, not
yeah.
these
No,
guys.
not those
Yeah,
guys.
but here we are.
All right. So my
Negative
-1
1
in intelligence.
Okay.
And then I've got a 0. 0 is going to go in.
Maybe willpower.
So
Yeah.
I'm assuming a 0 is not you can't do it. It's just there's no modifier.
0 is like the baseline.
So-
the baseline, every average person.
Okay.
So in age, instead of having like a score and a modifier, the idea is that
It's just
the
a
score
modifier.
is the modifier.
Got it.
And a 1 is like, I think it says like a 1 is where most player characters kind of find themselves in that range.
Right.
A 2 is you're
Exceptional.
You're exceptional. A 3 is you're really
Very,
good.
very good.
Got it.
Yeah. And then of course then there's 4 and that person is
Amazing.
a
you know.
genetic godsend.
Okay, I have 4 1s to give out.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do strength and fighting because I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Right. You're a schmoozer.
I'm a schmoozer.
Schmooze.
Yeah.
I love it. And constitution, sure. And
I'm thinking
dexterity.
you have some 2s, right?
I
as
have
well?
I have
You should have 2 2s? Is
I
that
have
right?
2 2s, and I
Yeah.
think the 2s are going to go in accuracy
And
and perception, which means that my last one is dexterity.
So the good thing about having a good perception is the ability to pick up on and notice things using any of the character senses. So being someone that is physically attractive
Mhm.
and has great communication skills, you can also pick up on and read the intentions and things of others, and you're
Right.
going to be really good at that.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely here for the silver tongue.
Yep.
the high social adventures, the talking, the schmoozing.
Yeah.
This is going to be like my Bard-esque Expanse
And bards
character.
are amazing
They
characters.
absolutely are.
I think they're some of the
I
best.
quit. I'm out.
I think
I'm
we're
out. I'm
upsetting
done.
Jake. All right, Jake, what are you doing?
What is willpower used for in this game? I'm assuming
So-
it's like a resistance of some kind.
Measures self-control, self-discipline, and mental fortitude, and also how confident you are.
Okay. All right.
So
Which-
I have a 0 as well.
I have a 0 as well.
we're just-
I'm not confident about my my social skills. I suffer from imposter syndrome.
Right.
That's
That-
okay.
that's actually a really cool
Little
RP
hook.
arc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here, do you want
So this is fun. We can
This
roll
is-
this.
Okay. All right. So we found this fun little zodiac die, and we're gonna.
Give ourselves our zodiac sign.
to? Ooh.
Okay,
Taurus.
it's Taurus.
Yeah. That's
Taurus.
Nice. You're kind of
So
bullheaded.
I'm
Stubborn.
Stubborn.
I am here for snacks.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
don't talk back to me.
What you got?
Let's see. Come on. Aries.
Aries. Okay.
No idea. I like goats, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
they're-
Aries
I don't-
are
don't know.
kind of like loyal.
Okay.
Loyal. We can do that. That's a
That's
fun little.
Pisces.
Pisces. Oh man, I'm from Mars and I'm Pisces. It's like, oh geez, I just got to get to Earth. I just want to live on Earth, man.
Oh,
All right. So after we roll our stats up, it says.
I'm just going to put that under
my.
my background.
We're gonna go with
background. Aries.
Yeah. Part of it. As part of your background, you can put Aries. That'd be kind of cool. But the next thing we're going to go with is origin, which is where we choose where from, Earther, Martian, or Belter? Okay.
Right. So, and like Jake was saying earlier, so that does a few things. Obviously, the most important thing is that for the story, it's going to kind of influence where you came from, and how you were raised, and in some cases even like what kind of ideologies that you have.
Okay.
Right? Because, again, one of the things that I was saying earlier about the setting is that the Belters live in this really hostile environment where they have to ration water, right? So if you don't take a shower quick, you're not going to get to shower, or you're not going to get to drink your water for that day, or that kind of thing. So
My juice box.
where you're from is really important,
Right.
and then mechanically, it also gives you what kind of gravity that you're native to, and how your body can adjust to those different gravity settings.
Right. And I guess a lot of it would depend on, depending on what game you want to run, what kind of narrative style you want to run. If you were going to run, like, hey, we're going to run a game that's mostly going to take place in the belt. If you were to play an Earther, that's cool, but it's like, well, why is your guy there? Like, why is he hanging on the belt?
Yeah.
Sure, that's an interesting. That can be a compelling way to build up some background on your character. Of like, to dive into that from the stories is on the water hauler that gets destroyed. Right, the captain is from Earth. Right, and he constantly talks about being raised in Kansas, but he's still doing this job out in the outer planets, right? So that can be a really interesting development for your character.
Right, exactly.
So there are two ways we can do this. We can roll a d6, and that'll randomly say where we're from, or we can just pick where we're from.
I'm going to pick.
I'm going to pick.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
Okay.
I'll take a d6, please.
Yep, there you go.
All right, so I'm a Belter.
Okay.
Oh, I know I'm not. 1 to 2 is Belter, 3 to 4 is Earther. I'm an Earther. Dang it. No, that's cool. Earther.
I am from Mars.
Yeah, I am also going to be a Martian.
Okay. Do we know each other? We both have beautiful hair.
Sure, yeah. I mean, with hair like that, clearly, we go to the same salon.
Is that a thing on Mars then? Really luxurious hair?
No.
Well, where we're from, yeah. I mean, like what I do is I take half my water ration every day, and it's just for my hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay.
But we did start a band together?
No, we didn't.
No?
No.
All right.
So
we'll find something.
We are actually going to need a D12 as well.
Okay, all right.
Because next part
You know
is
what, we like a metal band. I'll be in a metal band.
so
Metal
next,
band.
Run a
next we
metal
have
band.
our backgrounds, and you have to roll a d12, and because it's part of our social class.
All right, hang on. There
All
you
right.
go.
2d6.
Or 2d6. My bad.
That would also work.
I also wanted him to also pull out as many more dice as he could. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
So because I am a earther, 2d6, 10 puts me at middle class is my social standing.
All right.
I have a 9.
Ooh, I got
Middle
a
class.
6. I am lower class.
And you're
So
middle
you
class.
work on my dad's space ranch. Yeah.
Okay, we can do something with that. That sounds fine.
We go to the same Martian public school.
There's a very fancy Martian library
Ooh.
that I did some research about in the Expanse. That was kind of fun.
All right, I like that.
All right, so then there's another chart that for backgrounds. It's that you roll based on your class.
Mm-hmm.
So as a lower class, you're going to roll 1d6.
All
And
right.
it's going to say where you're kind of falling at.
I got a 5.
So you are an urban individual,
Okay.
I got a 2.
and you're middle class.
Yep.
As a 2, you are academic.
Oh.
Ooh,
You have
maybe
an
we should
So
do
academic-
the
that
library
You have an
does work.
academic background. As
Okay.
a middle class as well, I got a 6.
I was on the streets.
I work in the trade environment.
Okay.
So trade. Okay. As
Now-
academic, for you, Jake, academics, you spend a lot of time in schools and academic environments than your peers. Perhaps you lived in a boarding school or someone in your family worked at a college or university. Your ability, you get a +1 to your intelligence.
Ooh, okay.
You have a focus of intelligence, so we get to choose one of your focuses.
Okay.
And
Focuses are sort of the specializations.
Yeah.
So whenever you roll, it's going to be associated with an ability, and you're going to use that score. But then if you have that particular focus, you get an additional +2.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is there a list of one to pick, or do you?
Yes. I think it's up here.
I think it's further back. Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
So you get an intelligence.
All right. Some good ones in here.
Yeah, art, business, cryptography, current affairs, demolitions, engineering, evaluation, law, medicine, navigation, research, science, security, tactics, and technology.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with technology.
Okay,
All right.
technology. All right.
So you're going to write that actually in the intelligence block right
Under
here.
my focus. Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that's the equivalent of like. Oh no, there is an engineering too. I don't know what the. So what would the difference be between technology versus engineering?
So engineering is like the finer, like the hardware sorts of like getting into the nitty gritty
Okay.
with the wrench and the oil, right? And technology might be even coding, right? Or just understanding how to interface with new computers or new systems that you might not be familiar with, or that you have familiarity with so many different pieces of computer interfacing.
Yeah, and those are on
technology.
page 47 and 48 if you want to actually look at the intelligence focuses.
Right in
And
uh,
detail.
The actual descriptions.
Mhm.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with engineering then instead. But I'll double check them.
Okay.
so there you are, technology.
Sweet.
The design and operation of technology, particularly computers.
And then science looks cool too. And then engineering, making, repairing, or maintaining technological items, as well as knowledge of the principles and practicalities of the design and development. I'll be engineering. We're in space. It's cool to
Okay.
fix things that could potentially
Yeah,
keep us alive.
absolutely.
So I'm going to do engineering.
Hate for the ship to stop working.
Yeah, that
while
would.
we're- yeah.
And I'll be on it, and that would suck because I like air. So I'm gonna.
Air's
let's,
good.
Let's do that.
I hear.
It's probably my
So
favorite.
you also
thing.
get to roll 2d6 for an academic benefit.
Okay. 3.
3, so you have a focus, intelligence, research as well.
So I have engineering, and I get research for free.
Right.
Yep.
For being an academic.
Ooh, all right.
Now for the urban individual, So you lived in a city, not on a high rise or someplace with private security, but in the city itself. Its streets and vacant lots. You were your playgrounds, and you were navigating public transportation long before you could drive. So that, again, you got that street smart, you got that street savvy. Hey,
I think I'm going to be a street performer. That's
I can dig it. You get a +1 to your dexterity.
okay. That's good because that was a 1.
You have a focus, communication, persuasion. What?
This day just keeps getting better.
You're like a
Or
you're like a
constitution,
grifter.
stamina.
Nah,
I like
don't
persuasion,
care.
right?
Nah, constitution.
You have also a talent, either agility or misdirection as a talent.
Ooh, I think misdirection kind of fits more with what I'm trying to do here, so
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. And then you also get to roll a 2d6 to find out what your urban benefit is.
I got a 3
Also a 3.
also.
Dexterity, acrobatics.
Man,
Ooh.
I guess
As a
so.
focus.
Ooh,
Interesting.
wait, am I Aladdin?
Holy crepes. You could be the Martian Aladdin.
I'm Martian Aladdin.
Martian Aladdin.
All right, so I had trade.
If we have a ship, we're naming it the Magic Carpet. Like,
I'm here for it. I will occasionally burst into song.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I would-
I'm not sorry.
I would expect it. That better be happening. Because much like the
3.
lamp, I would imagine a spaceship is like unlimited power, itty bitty living space. So
Hey, Jay
Oh
Walter,
my.
thanks for
Works
watching. So as a trade, I get a +1 dex. I can take focus, dex crafting, or intelligence engineering.
Okay.
I'm going to also take intelligence engineering.
Ooh, we got 2 engineers. I'm going to sit back and sing some songs while you guys fix the ship so we don't die.
Dude, we're gonna fix the crap
What is your
out of this
intelligence
ship.
score?
Now it's a 3.
So I'm always going to be that guy that's like, oh, no. But I only have a 1. And then
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
my
Cool.
talents are improvisation or maker. I'm going to go with maker. And then I get to roll on the trade benefits chart. 10. Constitution, focus, stamina. Yeah. All right.
See, I got my little tech kit and everything. It's all my goodies in there.
I love it.
It's a lunchbox.
It's a lunch.
Yeah,
box.
well, I mean, I said all my goodies.
Right.
So I
You're
gotta-
like, oh, there's important
Yeah.
wrench stuff in
yeah,
here.
don't worry. Don't open my. You might let my stuff out.
It's actually just a Lunchable.
It's just jelly beans and a thermos full of soup.
Yeah. So next we go into our profession,
okay.
which is awesome.
Rick, what page you on?
It's going to be
30 for
I want to say
professions.
36,
Fine.
34.
34.
Okay.
I was
All right.
close.
You're.
So our
I'll give it to
profession,
you. I'll give it to you.
again, we're going to roll a d6. So we'll do, go ahead.
So I'm lower, middle
You're
class.
Middle class.
6. Politician. Oh, yeah.
What? Wait a minute.
Now we are rolling for these, but just so everybody knows,
No,
you can choose these.
Yeah, you can choose.
We're rolling for fun.
Yeah.
You know what?
You-
Then
you-
instead, then I don't want that. I'm gonna go with pilot.
Okay.
I like
you don't
to.
want to be a politician?
Nah, I mean it's cool, but like, why would I be flying around a ship as a mechanic? I'm a mechanic /
Because
politician.
you're a disgraced politician. You screwed up your
I'm a
campaign.
disgraced mechanic.
You lost millions of dollars, and now you're forced to make a new identity and get on the ship
I'm
and run away from your problems.
I'm running on a
from
new
Mars.
platform. A wrench in every hand,
Oh my gosh!
air in every ship, a wrench in every hand.
So you're going to go pilot?
No, I'm gonna go pilot.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go
You
pilot.
want to roll, and if you don't like what you pick, what you get? Pick.
I'll roll. I'll
Okay.
roll.
I'm hoping for a 6 for you.
I'm secretly hoping for a 5.
Oh God!
Oh.
Put him in the airlock.
4.
Technician.
Technician.
Wow, that works. I can do it.
Do you want to go with technician?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to roll, and I got a 5. So I'm a merchant,
Okay.
and I kind of want to go that route anyways. So that works perfect.
Oh, you got the trade
Yep.
earlier. That's good.
All right, so I'm a merchant. And then as a pilot, so what did you get again?
Technician.
Technician and pilot and merchant. So as a technician,
You know what? I am going to change. I'm
Okay.
going to do investigator.
investigator.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
I'm going to let you guys handle the techie
I
stuff.
was like, our ship is the best ship ever.
Right.
We have 2 engineers and a technician. That's our.
Investigator.
All right, so as an investigator, you get to focus in communication, investigation, or perception.
Ooh.
Yeah. I kind of feel like your character as a Martian is going to be a Martian spy.
Martian spy, okay.
Who's trying to gain information and leverage against the Earthers or the Belters in regards to the situation that's got the galaxy on edge.
Oh, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a disgruntled detective or something.
Or you could be that too. Again, that's all buddy cop maybe.
Buddy
You got
cop?
a little buddy cop A-team thing in. Like as an investigator, you could be that.
I'm Johnny Law with swishy hair.
With swishy hair over here, yeah.
Nice. No,
Your
he has
pilot-
the swishy hair.
Your swishy hair. Well, you both do. It's crazy.
My hair is just good. His is swishy.
Okay. What were they again?
Communication, investigation, or perception, and you get to choose one from the perception focuses.
I'm going to do communication.
Okay.
Sorry,
Investigation.
Investigation.
Okay. And you also get talent, intrigue, or observation.
Observation
That's good.
seems kind of on brand for an investigator.
I agree. So as a pilot,
Yeah.
you're at your best when you're at the controls. You have the nerve and the skill needed to make your ship do what you need it to do. So when you're being attacked by a larger ship and you're a smaller ship, you can list slightly to the right and dodge all of its shots. So you're focused.
What are they doing? Listing lazily to the right.
The more I think about it, maybe you're right. Maybe I'll stick with what I rolled. I might just stick with politician. It seems insane. Like I'm like, because it's good. Like you've got if I do politician, my focuses are communication, and I can choose either deception or persuasion. Obviously, and then or I can do intelligence, which you can get either current affairs or law. So I'm tempted to do intelligence and then do current affairs, and then do as a talent contacts.
Yeah.
That seems really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
That could be like our whole hook is we're trying to
I'm
do
like Space Beto O'Rourke, and I'm like trying to like grassroots like I'm gonna get voted into the UN somehow, even though I'm from Mars.
and our whole like each week we're going on a new mission to raise campaign awareness.
We're going to Tycho. I gotta talk to some dudes. Let's get this going.
I don't think that would be a good place for us to go.
You're taking
at all.
politician?
Yeah, I'm gonna go politician.
Okay. So as a merchant, I get either communication, bargaining, or intelligence business.
Okay.
My intelligence is a 1, but my communications is a 2. So I'm going to go with the bargaining.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are you also going to try to like step on my toes of how we talk to people because I'm clearly better at it?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be like,
like you should offer him more money, and I'm just like, no.
no, I got this. You're going to be like,
The highest we'll go is $5, and Rick is just like, whoa, we've got $25. We
What?
can offer all of it.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Stakes all around.
And then I also have affluent or contacts. I'm going to be contacts, but I may actually not know anybody.
Yeah. It's a fluke.
I'm just a huge name dropper, but I don't actually know those
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Samuel L. Jackson? Because he's in my phone.
Yeah, he's in my phone on Facebook.
And then you look it up and you're like, did you say Samuel? I meant Samuel M. Jackson. That's a different guy.
He looks just like him. What? What are you saying? No, he looks just like Samuel M. Jackson. That's not what we said.
All right, then we got what next is drive. We got to do a drive.
Yes, our drive, which is
So does it? Oh, you roll this first to figure out what. All right, so there's 2 columns. So you roll once to see which column you're in, and then you roll to see which result you actually get.
Yep.
So, all right, Rick, why don't you go first?
All right. So what is it? A D6?
Yeah, D6.
Ooh, to find out which column.
It's almost like it's always a D6.
Oh.
All right, so column 1.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That's weird.
And 6.
Oh, leader.
Leader.
Ooh.
That's why I'm always trying to overstep my boundaries. Or maybe I want to be a leader.
You're like, this guy's not going to make it. I'm going to go on these missions and get my own cred.
Yep.
All right, well, you go next.
Okay,
What you got?
so I'm going to roll. The orange will be the column,
Blue
and
will
the
be the
blue will
result.
be the result. So I am column 5. Oh, wow, that's 5 and 5.
Column 2 and 5.
Ooh, you're a survivor.
I'm a rebel, Dottie. A loner.
Rebel.
No, you're a survivor.
Survivor.
Okay.
All right, so
I am a survivor.
Yeah,
so blue will be column.
Made my money on the streets playing a banjo.
that's right. And you brought yourself up.
I don't
beyond
think
it.
I want a banjo. This seems weird.
A Martian banjo might be something totally different.
We don't know.
We don't know.
All right, so I got.
I mean, you are a bard.
I got rebel. I'm a
sounds right.
rebel, Dottie. A loner. So
You got to stop.
yeah.
You must stop.
So I'm gonna do that, and that makes sense. So I'm kind of like sticking to the man. Like the MCRN is like, listen, like we gotta worry about ourselves. I'm like, no, man, it's everybody. We're all in this universe. I'm gonna go out and talk to people, get some grassroots support. We're gonna do this.
So as a rebel, you have a quality of innovation, the ability to look at things from angles no one else has considered.
Okay.
You also have a downfall of defiance,
Yeah, that sounds right.
a dislike of conformity, conventionality, and doing what you're told. But your talent is expertise or improvisation.
Damn the man. Save the empire.
I dig it.
And then as a survivor, you are prepared. You survive by being ready for anything and knowing exactly what you need in any situation. You have a downfall, however, you're very you have cynicism.
Yeah, of course.
And your talent is either fringer or tactical awareness.
Ooh, I don't want tactical awareness because I'm trying to stick to the I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
So
You're going to go fringer.
Fringer.
All right. And then as the leader,
Shade being thrown.
responsibility, quality. I'm just going to write that. Downfall, isolation. Talent, command, or inspire. I'm going to go with inspire
Okay.
because I don't feel like I want to be like someone who commands anybody. I want to be someone that inspires people to be the best they can be.
Yeah. I love that. Bring out the best in everybody. That's
feeling
a good
good?
leader.
Yeah. Is there like a list of the like a list of the talents? Is that
Yes.
I feel like I got to be close, but
So we only have about 8 minutes left in the program.
49.
dude, that's not enough time. And as the rebel, I'm like, no, we're doing it live. We're gonna stay.
That's too much conformity. Well, we got another thing we got to do right after this.
Fine.
I know, it's the worst.
You said
Get on
40,
it, Space
49?
Jazz. 49.
All right, so just to look these up.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
So
That's some cool ones.
Yeah, you'll notice that some of them have requirements, but talents also come in novice, expert, and master. So you can take them and get better, get more out of them,
Okay.
if you will.
So the two I could choose from is I can either do expertise or I can do intrigue. So intelligence 1 or willpower 1 or higher. So I'm good there. That doesn't have any.
That's none.
So expertise is you are a specialist in your field, and then improvisation is whatever the situation is, you're sure you can handle it.
MacGyver.
Right. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So do I go MacGyver or do I go Geordie LaForge?
As a rebel.
So expertise, you'll pick a focus, and you'll get an additional +1 when you use that. So like when you're rolling for a focus, you normally get +2.
Oh,
With this, you'd get +3.
So expertise pilot. So it would be pilot/E. So when you're doing your piloting, you'd have an extra bonus on that skill.
So
Ooh.
can I pick whatever my expertise is?
Right. Select an ability focus you have and choose a narrower task or field within it.
Yes,
You can choose hacking for intelligence technology or drones for dexterity piloting, right? So
I gotcha.
it gives you, like, yes, you're good at piloting, but you're so good at piloting drones.
I think I'm going to go with improvisation. Like this
Of
one is
course
also
you
cool.
are.
This one is you adapt to the situation. You can make an ability test that requires a specific focus, even if you don't have that skill or ability.
Okay.
So that seems way more helpful.
Yeah.
In the
Okay.
Could be.
unknown expanse and dangerous,
The
world that
expansive
is
world.
Yeah.
Ha, ha, ha.
He's good.
All right.
All right. So the next thing is going to be our money. I kind of think income and equipment. We really ain't got a lot of time to really delve into that space. We only got like 5 minutes left.
Well, money's money in any game.
Yeah.
It's just
Well-
it's how much you have to play with.
So
It's actually important in this game.
it is, and it's also a little bit different. It's not just I have $100 and I spend $50.
200 space dollars.
You have an income score.
Oh, and that dictates like your resources you can draw on and sort of your lifestyle.
When you try to buy something, you have to make an income test to see if it is something that you could theoretically afford.
Got it.
Yeah. So if we want to just come up with our score, the starting income for social class is, if you're lower income, you're a 2. If you're middle, you have a 4. And I'm trying to think, where is that? There it is, a 4. And then you have an income score, which it gives you financial condition. If you have an income score, the social class is adjusted by talent or improvements from drive. I don't think any of us had an improvement score adjustment. So that what you got is what you're going to be starting off with.
Right.
And then, of course, when you're going to do an income test, it's 3d6 plus your income score versus the cost or purchase target number of the item. And
all right, Rick, do it up.
Well, we don't need to worry about any of that.
Yeah,
that was just an example.
That would us
I'm doing it. I'll give you the example.
So you want to buy a rifle, a plasma rifle. So you would take your score of 4 because you're middle class, right? Plus
this, what? So I got another 6. So I have a 12.
You have a 12
total.
So let's say the gun is a 10 score.
I can get it.
Then you could realistically
have access to it.
Have the financial means to purchase that item.
Right.
But as you continually do stuff, your income level can be changed.
Right. It will fluctuate based on things that happen. Like it is not something that just always goes up.
Right. The last couple things are like relationships, goals. That'd be a role-playing thing that we could go into, but because of time, we only have 4 minutes. The very last thing in building this character is our name. We got to have a name.
Chim Richards.
Chim
Richards.
Richards? Is that a...
It's from Anchorman, man. Remember he does he like fake calls Christina Aguilera about how she, or not Christina Aguilera, Christina, what's her name? Christina Applegate, about how she has to leave, and he's like, oh, this is your doctor, this is Chim Richards. She's like, who? Chim Richards.
That's what you're gonna go with, Chim Richards?
What are you doing?
So, I think I'm gonna go with something very, because I'm a merchant. I'm gonna go with like brand Darmichael.
Okay.
Because I'm on brand all the time.
Oh my God, that is so beautiful.
Thanks.
So I think I was born something like Zeke.
Yeah.
But I'm a star. I'm an artist.
You are absolutely that.
I'm a musician.
So he goes by Daryl.
No.
No.
It's gonna be Steel Star.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Steel Star.
I spaced the ship, dude. Like I just
Steel Star.
We cannot be trusted in this universe.
And if anyone refers to me as my name Zeke, they get shot. Like that's the line.
That's the one thing.
That's the line.
That's the one rule.
Thing.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, but
rule.
respect me, or I will shoot you.
Okay, I can dig that. So we have our characters, everybody.
That's good.
A couple things we kind of gloss over, but we can always come back to those at another time. Tell us a little bit about this. Is available in stores now?
Right. So the Expanse core book and the GM's kit, which is this, along with some quick reference cards that
are amazing.
That Rick has here, as well as an initiative tracker and a churn tracker. And the churn is as a mechanic.
Are these laminated? Could you like wet erase or dry erase on these sort of thing?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And an adventure. Is all in the GM's kit,
yeah.
And they're both available now in stores. We have a campaign book coming up called Abzu's Bounty, which will be Q3 of this year. And then Q4 of this year, we have another book called Ships of the Expanse, which is, I've been calling it like a monster manual of spaceships.
Oh, nice.
But it stats out kind of generic ships, but also some of the named ships. So it will have stats for the Donager class ships.
Like the Rocinante and stuff.
But also the Donager. Yeah, Rocinante is in there too.
All right, I can dig it.
And there's also rules for kind of cobbling ships together, because some of the OPA ships are kind of this like Frankenstein together, like it was this kind of ship, but then we had to like put a new engine in it and stuff like that. And those will both be out later this year.
Okay.
And then there's a lot more planned for next year.
Okay.
The core book has official canon fiction from the authors.
Okay.
And the Abzu's bounty kind of is following the same suit, where it's going to be a campaign that takes place between books 1 and 2.
Nice. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I would say, just as somebody who's played like a zillion RPG systems, which I think most of us probably have, I would say super slick, super easy. Character creation is definitely something smooth. We made it way more difficult and complicated than it had to be. But
one of it is we had good dialogue going on in between there.
Sure.
Right. Building our relationships.
Yes. Yeah. But no, I dig it. And now and like you said, if anybody's familiar with any other systems you make, very similar.
Very similar. Yep.
Very cool. And go to greenroninpublishing.com, is that right?
Yep.
To find out anything else you want to find out about the Expanse and all the other cool games they got. So I'm Rick here at, where are we? Origins. Jeez.
Origins.
All week.
Origins 2019.
2019. We've been here all week. So I'm here. Go to gtmgiveaways.com to find out more about a contest we got going on. Enter to win it. It could be you. And we'll be back tomorrow with a lot more really cool content. So stay tuned.